Welcome to the Current Cut, your new go to spot for everything trending. We're serving up the hottest music, bold fashion, real local news, and exclusive artist interviews, all in one place. Stay in the know and in the now. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at The Current Cut Radio. Let's cut to what matters. This is The Current Cut.
What's good? What's going on, Roze Paro?
Ain't
How you
much, man.
feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great today. Nice to see you
That's
guys.
good.
Nice to finally meet everybody.
Nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you, bro. So I got a couple questions for you. I want to ask you and stuff, just to get things going and you know fill you out and get to know you better. So what emotions do you find hardest to translate into music?
Well, emotions, honestly, I'll start with rage. Rage is one of the harder emotions. I feel like it's easy to translate to others because I feel like my rage is so specific. Not everybody feels rage in the same way. So when I want to express it, a lot of the times I go with the first thought and I'll look back on it. It's like, no, I actually want to change it to this. It's like I find myself constantly battling that. I express a lot of different emotions rather than rage, but I've been trying to work on that. I would say in different projects under the books, to be honest.
Okay, okay, got you, got you. That's cool. That's cool. So if your music was a color or a season, what would it be?
Fall, for sure. It's a very fall type of music. I would like to say. Don't call. I would say you could say that's more like a summer ending type of song, but
That's year round.
you think so?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
that
thank
don't
you.
call.
I appreciate
That
that.
don't call right there, man.
What?
I think what clouds my thought process when it comes to that song is the fact that I've been working on it for so long. It's actually like a year old, and
Seriously.
yeah, so I mix, I record everything myself, so it gets very. I overthink it a lot when it
Yeah.
comes to like the sound because I've heard it so many times. That was just one of those songs that I had to get to a point and let go of. Sorry to like steer off the topic, but I just had to.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Nah, you good, man. You definitely did that one because that don't call right. And
Yeah.
just in case y'all wondering what we talking about, he got a single called "Don't Call" that he just dropped. What is it? It was this month, right, or last month?
August 1st, yeah.
Yeah, and that thing a banger. So yeah, check that
Mhm.
out on all platforms. Is on Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff.
Yes, sir.
So, what sound you've always wanted to use in a song but haven't used yet?
That's a good question. Um, I would say instrumentally, probably. I don't even know if I could say a violin. I have a lot of unreleased music that has a lot of different like patty sounds, instrumental sounds. Mm, I
Okay.
would say, one thing I've been wanting to try is how Timbaland will literally use his voice to make beats.
You
I could,
should
Yeah.
do
I could say
that.
that. I could say that because he's used tip bottles where there'll be like the symbol of the beat, and he'll like
Mhm.
transfer that to a whole different sound. That's kind of what I've been wanting to do, but I've never done it. I can't really say about an instrument though because I've used so many different sounds. I don't even know where to start with that one.
Got you. Got you. Okay. Okay. I like that answer. All right. So, do you ever write songs that you keep for yourself and never release?
Oh, for sure. I've been doing this for a long time. It started as like a coping mechanism, I'll be honest, when it
Mhm.
comes to like just everyday life. So a lot of the time I wasn't always making R&B or like rap in a way, not I wasn't always doing the blend. It was always all over the place. So
Okay.
it really started as just something that like, my inside little book, and then people started telling me, "Hey, you should probably do this." And
Yeah, yeah, those people were right.
Yeah, they definitely was right, buddy.
for real,
Cause you got something going on, man. Your sound is very different and
thank you.
unique, and you don't really hear too many people like it. So I'm definitely applaud you on that one, man.
Love to
Salute
hear
you.
that. Thank you, man.
No problem, no problem. So what's the weirdest place or situation where you felt inspired to write music?
Oh wow. I would say one of them has to be when I was first actually taking music seriously. It was part of my high school where we had this 8th floor um studio, and there was mics, there was computers, but they put me in. That was my first position where I had to kind of show my talent in front of an entire classroom. And it
That's
was
not.
I
scary.
would say that it was weird simply because it was on the spot, and I
Yeah,
was never prepared for that prior to that.
yeah,
But
no, I would have
since since
died.
then since then, I've been prepared for pretty much it's a fragile process, but I've been prepared to express that in front of people, I would say.
Got you. Got you. Okay. So, do you believe in writing on a schedule, or you got to be inspired?
Well, I would love to say writing on a schedule. Some people can say that. But prior to this, I did say prior, it's a fragile process, man. For me at least, when I'm writing,
Hmm.
it could come to me in various ways. Like the song I'm gonna be dropping next was freestyle, but "Don't Call" was sat. I sat. I felt the beat out. I wrote. It varies, but most of the time it'll be like I hear this beat and I hear the song, and I'm like I gotta write this down. Whether it's sounds, whether it's lyrics. A lot of times it'll be like I'm mimicking a flow and then I'll put in lyrics to it. So
Okay.
Nice.
that's kind of the way I'll go about it.
It's like building blocks a little bit.
It is, especially when you're doing like flow first, because then it's just that gets overstimulated because you'll hear like
Yeah,
noises and stuff, and it's just like, oh my god,
that's definitely a different approach. I've heard a lot of, like, the reverse way, like, people kinda,
yeah,
like, take their words and then try to, like, hit it with a beat or something, but, yeah,
yeah,
to do the opposite definitely takes
yeah.
a lot of skill.
I mean, one person I heard do that was definitely Young Thug. He'll just make like noises and then put the lyrics to it, but that's for like
Yeah.
a whole different
Yeah,
genre.
Young Thugger.
You'd be surprised how much the that non little, I want to say, if you can't really distinct the words, but you can just make the sound, how they
Yeah,
turns into some of the greatest songs.
Mhm.
mm-hmm. Because you come up with that melody, and that melody kind of is everything. I want like
Exactly.
so it makes me pay attention when I hear a song like K1, like Leon Thomas. You know,
Mhm. Got you. So, what non-musical art form influences your sound the most?
what non-musical art form? Honestly, there's various things, but when it comes to my love life is a big one. Like my girlfriend's a big I would say source of energy when it comes to writing because there's just whether there's a up, whether there's a down. I use a lot of writing, a lot of different ways. Whether I'm writing a song or not, it might lead to something, and that also leads me to, believe it or not, work. A lot of my greatest ideas come to me while I'm literally sitting at a desk taking a call, and I think of that, and I'm on this call, and I'm like, no, I got to write that down before it goes away, and I'm like, shit, it's over because some of my greatest ideas were lost
It's
that
like,
way.
"Hold on, can I put you on a brief hold?"
Exactly. I've done that a couple times. I won't lie to you. Hold.
Well, like, it's
Later.
like, you gotta understand where we are now. They'll be
Mhm.
okay. They'll be okay. They'll look back and be like, "I was talking to Rose." Like, "Okay, I'm good."
I wonder how people would think about that when they find that out. They can match the voice.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
man.
sure they are. Like, "Crap, let me try to call and see if he's still there." Missed your shot.
When that
All
day
right.
comes, I'm
So,
gonna let you know.
absolutely, absolutely. So, how do your dreams, if at all, influence your music or writing process?
Honestly, I mean they've influenced them pretty heavily. I mean, my dreams have been pretty music related since a kid, and that's due to Justin Timberlake. I would say, a lot of his early music inspired me to be where I am right now, and
Uh,
that influenced a lot of dreams of just being on the stage, whether it was singing, whether it was rapping. But I leaned to singing, I would say, like after COVID, and that's what changed everything for me, to be honest.
Nice.
okay. Okay. Nice. 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 So, how do you navigate maintaining your artistic identity in a trend-driven industry?
I'm honestly, I'm learning every day when it comes to content, when it comes to what I'm saying in the song. I can try to keep it as authentic to me as possible, and when you do that, you find yourself just making anything better, whether it's art,
Right.
whether it's music, whatever you're doing in your entrepreneurship. When you really keep it authentic to yourself, you're gonna fly, whether rather than trying to be somebody else. And that was something I struggled with for years, hearing a mainstream song being like, damn, why isn't my
Yeah.
sound like that, trying to make something
Yeah.
sound like that. And
Yeah.
those days are over, I would like
Yeah.
to say.
I feel like there's like a new appreciation for like the art that is behind like the artist now, because there's like so many like situations where like it got you there, but then they want to change it to kind of make it so mainstream to the point where it's not even you anymore.
Yeah,
So I think like when you can really kind of set that up and like stay in that space and kind of like own it without anybody like influencing that, that's like, top tier.
exactly.
And
Exactly.
plus,
That's what I want to show in terms of like content and exactly things like this. I want to do more interviews, networking,
Yeah,
talking with people. That's going to show people like the personal side of me. And that's what I really want to show people because music is one thing, but you want to make people love you in a way.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
I agree.
absolutely, absolutely. And plus, this is everybody sounds the same nowadays. So it's like you can never differentiate the
Mhm.
artist that you're listening to
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
everybody sounds the same.
Hmm.
Everybody sounds the same. So
I'd be like, I swear I'm not throwing no shade, but I'd be like, I've heard enough Cardi, Sexy Red, like all of the things. I'm like, oh, we just
yes,
still talk about shit
Hmm.
that is going outside.
There's so many other genres, so many other things that these exact people that you speak of and think about can tap into, and they just
Yeah,
don't know they're talented in that area.
yeah,
It's like you just gotta
exactly.
mess around.
yeah. I gotta make a move.
Hmm.
Something different.
Yeah, and test yourself. That's all. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? People got to test themselves.
Yeah.
So what's something you think the average listener completely misunderstands about being an artist?
Oof. The work. I think a lot of people think it's like just easy or something or like peaceful like especially I would say when you're doing it individually, when you're not backed by a label, when you're not backed by a team, they somehow still think it's like, oh, you're an artist, this that, and third. No, like this is recording, engineering, this is content, this is crying late night in the studio when it's like you can't get your way when something needs to sound that way, and it's like there's nobody else behind you backing you on it. And I think a lot of people get that misconstrued. Even when you're in a label, there's not really anybody there for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I,
real.
that's one of the biggest things that a lot of people get misconstrued, is that you're just like all of a sudden on top of the world when you're not.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
I feel like it's like a preconceived thing that once you kind of make it to a certain point, it's like, oh, you're good. You don't need to do anything else. It's like you
Yeah,
consistently
it,
have to work at it.
the masses dehumanize the popular ones in a way, especially when you get to a certain level. It's like, oh, you did this, that, the third, and they start accusing you of things, and it's like, I mean,
Yeah, it's like you can't win for losing, and
hmm,
what the hell?
yeah.
so if you could start your career in any other decade, which one would it be and why?
Oh my god,
Whoa.
if I was 22, what I am now in the early 2000s, I would have been a great. I promise you, all my
Yeah,
life I would have been a great.
yeah.
Yes,
That's
1990s
when
into 2000s for
Yeah,
sure, bro,
yeah.
that's when
for
people
sure.
appreciated the music. That's when the music
Right.
was
Hmm.
appreciated.
It was like definitely so many vibes.
Especially R&B, man.
But
Yeah,
That was back in the days where people really appreciated every little minuscule sound,
mhm.
every little minuscule detail, and it showed not only in the consumer, but when they made these songs in the studio, they would be these treats for you in the music. Now it kind of just feels like a flat two pieces together, just like
Yeah.
yeah,
through
yeah.
distribution
Like
services.
there's no like experience behind it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I mean, not even
lay
necessarily
out a carpet.
experience, but love. Because you could say even Playboy Cardi, bad, like not to throw shade, but back like early days, there was a little bit more of a treatment, not from just from him, but engineers, from content, from all
Yeah,
types of things. And I think
absolutely.
that's just one of the things that a lot of people have like kind of forgotten about, was just like what they're actually giving the consumer, and it reflects in when they listen. Because I mean, I go to the park or something like that, I'll play the tunes, and not everybody can agree on what to listen to. I remember pre-COVID, I mean, everybody could bump low-key the same thing, but it's kind of just getting worse when it comes to
It's literally like if you turn my music in the car, we're fighting. Like,
yeah,
damn, why you so sensitive?
for real.
Literally.
So how do you protect your creativity from burnout or overexposure?
Oh my god.
Mm.
I would have, if like a month ago or 2 months ago, I would have said or thought there was no way to, but I recently did what Dochi did, and I got myself the artist way. It's a book, and
Mhm.
it goes through a 12-week course of how to keep that creativity, how to keep it flowing from different things, and not just the creativity, but the whole aspect of artistry. Those dead times, it's gonna make you feel like super unmotivated at times. It's going to. This is something you can't avoid, but it shows you how to keep that creativity flowing through all of those moments because they're inevitable. So I can't say I'm perfect and I have found the way to do it for myself, but I'm on that journey. And as of right now, burnouts are pretty unavoidable when you work
Yeah.
8 to 12 hours a day. You come to the studio, you're doing content, and I got friends who sing too, friends who rap too, so I help them out. It's always
Ooh,
something, you know,
we're definitely
Gotcha.
gonna have to do like a New York, Maryland kind of thing.
for sure,
Like that would be so lit.
for sure.
And what was the name of that book again? You said it was called The Artist Way.
It's right here. I'll show it to you. The Artist's Way.
Okay, okay. The
This
Artist
baby
Way.
right here.
Everybody that is watching, please
Yes.
take notes.
I mean, tune in definitely, especially if you're creative. Whether it's art, whether honestly it varies to even if you're a lawyer in some type of way that the book can help you.
Yeah, it's
So,
like you gotta kind of find the use for it.
hmm
I got you.
Definitely. I'm gonna definitely have to read that. I'm definitely have to pick that book up.
All right, Amazon.
I'm definitely
you
gonna
know,
get
I
on that.
actually got it off TikTok Shop.
Oh,
Ironically,
okay,
yeah,
okay. Let me put that.
Okay, okay. TikTok shop. I didn't even know TikTok had a shop.
Okay, I'm
That's
gonna need
good.
you to get hip.
not gonna
Yeah, I didn't
lie.
even know TikTok had a shop.
Couple months ago, I didn't know you, man. You're not too late to the party. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get on it.
I'm like,
Definitely.
for once, what? I'm in the know. Oh, okay.
I'm
I
telling
was
you,
for like TikTok. I was like, oh, okay. I don't have a TikTok, but I'm like, I know about the shop though.
for
So
real.
one up for me.
All right. So, do you feel pressure to create music that's viral rather than meaningful?
In a way, yeah, definitely. I mean, everybody's chasing the next big hit. It feels like we haven't had a big super hit for a while. Like,
Yeah.
I would say it does influence me whenever I'm behind that microphone, but I try to make enough music to pick my hand through it and be like, no, this is for that. This is not. You know what I mean? But
Hmm.
I've tried to steer away from exactly what I'm saying and just create, whether
Hmm.
whether there's a thought behind my mind or not. Like, just create. And because I mean, I live in the studio. This is my house, so I could always come back to a song, touch it up, make it sound different. And I try not to make that go too far too, because then that makes you complacent with just
Yeah,
waiting.
it's kind of
So,
hard to find the balance because
hmm
like you want to keep going because then
hmm
it doesn't feel like you actually either got it
yeah, yeah,
or like something like that. Or
yeah,
like if you put it off, then you're like gonna keep putting it off. So it's
exactly. There's been points where I put a project off for so long, I make 4 songs in between, and I'm like, oh god, now what do I do?
like let's circle back.
Right.
All right, it's my turn. Do you believe in art for art's sake, or should music always have a purpose?
Not always. I mean, music can definitely be made for fun. There's a lot of fun songs.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of the fun songs have purpose too, but like it doesn't necessarily always have to be for super serious. Oh, we've got to do this purpose. I mean, there's different genres, different variations of music for that, and I mean that's why a lot of people have their own studios that mess around with music. It's not just for super serious terms, but
yeah,
I like to think of art not always in everything in the same bracket, but when you think of art, it doesn't always have to be serious. A painting can become great out of just purely
yeah,
wonder, you know? So
yeah.
that's how some of the
And
greatest
then like
are made.
sometimes I feel like it's just like it just happens too.
Exactly. It does. I look back at a lot of my old tracks and I'm like, damn, how did I get in this mindset? How I'm listening to myself speaking, I'm like, damn, that's not me. Is that me? I'm like, wait,
Before I go any further, how did you come up with "Don't Call"?
how did I come up with Don't Call? Honestly, I just sat there and I wrote. And what I do when I record, I'll comp vocals, which kind of means you'll record hundreds of that take and skim through the best parts and use it.
Yeah.
It's what Billie Eilish does, what a bunch of different artists do, but that is what I'll do. So I had a couple different lyrics on that song, and I was kind of cycling through, seeing which best pieces led into the best pieces. And
Mhm.
it became that really early. Like when I was making that song, it probably took about a day. But
Yeah.
what took what took a year was contemplating the mix, how this song sounded, all this different things that just made me contemplate, damn, do I even drop this song? And then
Like getting it to the point where you're happy
mhm,
with it.
because so many people will tell you different things. Oh, get it to a point where you're happy, then the next person's telling you, yo, just let go of the art. And what I had to do at that point was let go of the art.
Yeah. It's like, all right, I'm gonna let go.
Definitely.
What's a belief or mindset you had about music that changed as you grew as an artist?
Honestly, I always felt like it had to be my coping mechanism. And I recently had strayed, like it came out of like a really dead point with me in music where I couldn't come up with anything. I couldn't do anything. I called one of my boys. I was like, yo, you and me, we're gonna just sit down and write a bunch of songs. I don't care. It doesn't matter what beat it is, doesn't matter, whatever. We're just gonna write a bunch of songs and we're gonna do it off of our heads. If we don't have a situation to sing about, we're gonna make one. We're going to story tell. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. So we sat there, we wrote, and that taught me not everything has to be so rigid about music. For so many years, my studio process was so rigid where I was like, it has to be this way, it has to be that way. I didn't allow mess ups to take me somewhere else, or like
Yeah.
I didn't allow a song to be bad. A lot of people, you have to allow yourself to be bad at things to see the other side. That
Yeah.
always
Like, how do
hindered.
you know what can be better if you don't like
Hmm.
take the chance to grow?
If you don't sit there, make something bad, and you don't analyze it, and you're like, why is this bad? Then how do you know what's good?
Yeah.
Especially from yourself.
Yeah,
I
that's
agree.
real.
I used to have a manager that, like, when I first started working in retail, he kind of was like, gee, I don't know the answer, Jasmine. Figure it out. And I'm like, what? Like, I don't want to just figure it out. What if I mess it up? And he's like, well, then you'll know the right answer. I'm
Mm.
just like, well,
Mm.
okay. You want to take it from me like that? Sure. But yeah, it's kind of like, and when you get to the end of it, you're kind of like, okay, well, damn, I did a good job.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's another thing before we move on is like, right, I'll bounce off what you said, is that literally when I make songs, I give it a 1 or 2 day rule. I'll make it entirely, not question it, and I don't listen to it. Wake up the next day, I listen to it, and that always gives me a brand new, fresh set of ears to be like, what do I not like about this song? Because there's been so many times. Don't Call was one of the songs where I recorded it that day, but sat there for so long, just over analyzing, remixing things.
Yeah.
It ruined it for me, and I'm the only one who in the world who don't like the song.
No, you're not.
Well, in the world
Not
is
now
crazy.
anymore. Sorry.
In the world is crazy.
So you don't listen to your music after you record it, right? And then you don't hear it so much that you start to like what you hear. You know what I'm saying, that you heard it so much that it started to get familiar to you.
Yeah, in a
Does that
way.
make sense?
What happens is when I hear it too much, I don't like it. It gets. Oh, that's when I overanalyze it. Like when I give myself time to breathe and
Okay.
listen to the song after maybe a couple hours or a day. That's when I'm like can make these decisions where it's like, okay, I'll take this out, or okay, I don't like this decision. We'll go back to it and do this. I give myself that day or a couple hours just to like actually go at it with a different mindset, because a lot of times I'm still in a way rigid while I'm recording, and I want to give myself that breathing space. You know. Not every decision has to be made like 1, 2, 3 in the studio. I feel like a lot of the best decisions are made over time, but you also don't want to drag it out to the point where you're doing a song for a year. Like, don't go.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Absolutely.
Diamonds take time, pressure, all the things. That's all that was.
True, true.
Yeah, sometimes perfection is key.
Yeah,
Very
seriously.
true.
If your music were a mirror, what would it reflect back at you?
Hmm. So much, a lot of growth, I would like to say, because when I hear a lot of my newer songs, it's so worldly different from where I first, not even first started, where I was a year or two ago. Like, I think I've learned so much, not just on like the musical, lyrical side, but engineering wise, where I could really make these decisions and like make this sound away in your ear, where it's like, okay, this is meant or intentional
Yeah,
instead of just all being one thing or like sounding pasted in a way. I
yeah.
think that's a big thing for me is where I can say something and make it sound completely different. I think that's a huge thing for me.
And then the fact that you can kind of like do it yourself
Hmm.
is like, yeah, you can
That's
literally
the
do
big
whatever you
thing. Yeah.
want.
Yeah. That's the big thing.
Yeah. It's like, no, I don't need that. I'm good. I got it.
Hmm.
I'll fix it.
Exactly. But I mean, not just growth, but I mean, I would like to say it reflects a lot of negative but also positive emotions because there's a lot of songs where it was to cope, and I would put those will be putting those songs out so other people can feel those emotions and see exactly who the artist is. But I would like to say not just growth, a lot of sadness is represented, a lot of hope in different areas. You could say all types of different things. I make a lot of different songs based on not one, but maybe a couple of emotions, and
Yeah.
it'd be separated by maybe verse, bridge, chorus type of thing. You know what I mean?
Like a journey.
Hmm.
Yeah. I like that. If you could perform one song for your younger self, what would it be
For my younger self,
for your younger self?
mm, either this next song I'm about to drop because it's everything I've ever wanted to like have,
Yeah.
producer, everything. I just had every little bit of this song was made by me and my prod. It feels good to know that because I've worked with so many different people, and it's like when you're able to dim it down and every decision be intentional.
Yeah.
That's it for me. I would like to say either this next song I'm dropping or there's a song I have set up for the next two. So it would be either this one or two songs from now. There's two songs
So
that
to follow you.
yeah.
Yes, follow guys.
Hmm.
If you want to know what those songs are,
Yeah,
you tapped in.
definitely.
I'm excited.
Soon
You and me
September.
both.
Oh, okay. So like right around the corner.
Hmm.
Fall vibes. I'm here
Nah,
for it.
definitely after spending so much time on a song, I want to be dropping at least like monthly.
That's fair. Yeah, I feel like that's definitely like,
Yeah.
well, it sounds fair. Once you get in there, that's a different story.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Biggest thing
consistency
is
is everything.
biggest
Mhm.
thing is content. Is trying to find the person or people who are going to help you visually express what you want to express,
Yeah.
because that's the one thing that I mean I could do it if I had my own camera, but geez, those are like very expensive.
Yeah, they're insane.
Yep.
And you're in New York, so I'm sure
Hmm.
they're like extra taxing, like right now,
Oh man.
especially right now with all of our lovely tariffs.
Oh man, for real.
Love to see it. Okay, let's see. What's a personal rule or value you refuse to break, no matter how far you go in the industry?
I think when it comes to a lot of people who I've seen go into the industry, it gets to a point where these I don't like to rush things, whether it's content, whether it's work. That's one thing I'll live by is whatever we're working on in any aspect, there could be a deadline, but let's not sit here and rush it.
Yeah,
Let's not sit here and try to get this done one, two, three, and then we have something we look back on and we hate it.
yeah,
That's just one of the things I live by, not just studio wise, but just in my life in general. If it's a task at hand, I can't rush these things
mhm,
personally.
yeah. That makes sense. Because, like, if you have like a date, okay, you can kind of like work towards that date, but then you
Hmm.
don't have to over apply the pressure.
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm the same way. So I'm like, oh god, there's the date. We gotta get it done. And then I'm just like, no, but you don't have to rush it. It's okay.
Hmm.
You gotta talk to yourself sometimes.
Yeah.
Sorry, babe.
Yep.
Okay, this is an
Yeah.
interesting question. Would you rather win a Grammy or have one song that heals a million people emotionally? I feel like I already know what you're gonna say, but yes.
Well, I mean, you can look at this one or two ways. I mean, the Grammys, nah, I'll say 1 million people for sure.
I knew he was going to say that. I
Yeah,
knew
me
he was
too.
going to say
Me
I'll
too.
say that because I was gonna say, I mean, if you hit the Grammys, maybe enough people heard your song, but that's not true nowadays.
That's true.
So, I would say I'd rather know 1 million or more people have been healed by this song, or not just healed, but were touched by this song in a way where they enjoy it.
Yeah,
I mean, like simply that many people enjoying a song would be enough for me, to be
yeah,
honest.
I think
Yeah,
so.
and plus you don't give me the vibe that you need validation from anybody. So
I
I
mean, I
I,
don't. I
I
worked
kind of
for
figured you.
it, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know.
I worked for it, man.
yeah,
Not to
I figured
interrupt
that.
you, but like nobody could take it from me, man. I mean, it's been what 7, 8 years in the making. So
Yeah,
I've been every single move has been contemplated over and over again, and it will be for a
I
long
feel you.
time. So
Hell yeah, hell yeah, man. That's powerful right there.
thank you.
Mhm.
I'm glad you see it.
Everybody take lesson, take notes, and
Yeah,
pay attention
really.
to it. That's powerful right there.
Okay,
This is chess, not checkers.
It is, man.
say it again. If your music had a warning label, what would it say?
I mean, parental advisory is pretty good, but
Yeah,
I would say
I feel like that's fair.
I
We don't
would
need
say it,
extra extra.
but when it gets to the next few songs, I would like to say probably an addiction label, maybe, because I
Ooh.
definitely put some crack in the next
I
few
could agree.
songs.
Oh, okay.
I could
Yeah, I'm
agree.
excited. I'm actually excited.
Cause,
Definitely.
cause
Hmm?
your music got the you know how
What'd you
when
say?
you hear something you gotta keep starting it over.
Really, I love to hear that.
It
That's exactly what I'm
it
trying.
gives that
That's
effect.
exactly. That's intentional. I love that.
Yeah, we
So
we
so
actually both
that's
like downloaded your song like on our playlist and like everything. So just
That's so
literally before
fire.
you
Thank you,
joined today,
guys.
we were like, oh my god, like what the hell?
Thank you, guys. You guys are gonna
definitely in the
love the
playlist.
next. You guys are gonna love the next songs. I know that for a fact. If you love No Call.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, we're plugged in. Okay, last question. If aliens landed and you had to play them one of your songs to explain humanity, what song would you choose?
Hmm. I think because of how complex the song is, damn. I mean, I'm saying this next one a lot, but either this next one or this one song that I have coming up called Say My Name, just because of how complex they are. It could be, it's talking about one thing, but there's so many things happening in the song where it kind of takes you to another world. And I think that with how many different things and how many different um, elements you can get lost in the song, you could say it represents a good portion of humanity in a way with how we contrast. There's always something different.
Yeah, okay. Say my name. It's on my list.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's
I was like, I had to write it down right now.
in the other question where I said this other song that I have coming up 2 songs from now. That's the song. I'm either putting Say My Name or this other one first. So I'm still deciding, but
Got you.
we're gonna see.
To our beloved listeners, your voices matter, your stories inspire, and your presence keeps the culture alive. Stay safe out there, love one another, lift each other up always. Until the next time, be well, stay real, and be blessed. Peace to the tower, Sticker and Cut Radio.
Infectious love spread rapidly away. Either way, I'm stuck into you like glue. Hey, and shawty said he gonna side me, but never screaming that it's over. When you open door, you left, I'll be closing it. Don't open it. proportionally. 'Cause baby, it's easier to go through what you put me through than leave. So maybe it's easier to walk softly through fire and not breathe. So I need to clear it up. Who is that boy? You tell me who's he. When you say we need to talk, construct your question right. Tell me who's we. Oh yeah. Don't you dare apologize. The damage been passed on. Oh, 'cause you don't know what you want. 'Cause one I know, just tell the one I don't. He sleeping when I go. Shorty stab me in the back and then give me a roll. Shorty catch me red leg and then make me psycho. Infectious love spread back either way. Either way, I'm stuck to you like glue.